Welcome. Boa noite e bem-vindo. Meu nome é Sumaira. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us tonight on this beautiful evening at this beautiful location to the welcome dinner of the update on NMOSD and MOGAD meeting organized by the European Charcot Foundation in collaboration with the European Network for NMOSD and MOGAD. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Sumaira. I am not a doctor, I am not a researcher, and I'm definitely not a scientist, but rather I am a patient living with seronegative neuromyelitis optica since 2014. I started this foundation 11 years ago, 2 months after my diagnosis from my hospital bed, for fear that I would die of something that no one had ever heard of. Today, we are a global organization working across time zones, borders, and working tirelessly to illuminate the darkness of rare neuroimmune conditions. And on a personal note, I'm very elated to share that I have been in remission for 6.5 years, and that is a testament to the fantastic advancements in research and treatments for NMOSD from many people in this very room, so thank you very, very much. This is my official first trip to Latin America, and actually my very first time in Brazil. I am so excited to be here. And teenage Sumaira is screaming of joy and disbelief, especially to be in the land of bossa nova, which is actually one of my favorite genres of music. In the spirit of global inclusivity and empowerment, we have been committed as an organization to Latin America for quite some time. Most recently, we sponsored Dr. João Ribeira from the University of São Paulo to spend 1 year at Mass General Hospital with Dr. Marcelo Matiello and Dr. Michael Levy to work on seronegative NMOSD research, which obviously is very personal to me. At the 12th Annual Congress of BCTRIMS in Quito, Ecuador, we were proud to sponsor a scientific meeting also focused on seronegative NMOSD. And special thank you to Dr. Carlos Navas, who couldn't be with us today, but he currently serves as the president of BCTRIMS, and he is from Colombia. In 2023, the Sumaira Foundation funded and co-sponsored the guidelines for diagnosis and treatment of NMOSD and MOGAD in Latin America, and that effort is being led by doctors in this room, so Dr. Lorna Gallegos from Chile, Dr. Ricardo Alonso from Argentina, and Dr. Edgar Carnero Contenti from Argentina. Thank you so much for your great and very important work. Over the last couple of years, we've provided $60,000 in seed funding to projects in Latin America, in Argentina, Chile, Colombia, and Mexico. Since 2023, we've been a proud sponsor of NMO Day in Argentina, which is also held by Dr. Edgar Contenti and Dr. Veronica Chachuk. I hope I said your name correct. I'm so sorry if I didn't. TSF is proud to call 10 patients, caregivers, and clinicians ambassadors from 5 different Latin American countries' foundations, ambassadors of the foundation. And a major shout out to Dr. Vinicius Boldrini, who is TSF's first ambassador of Brazil. He is a postdoc fellow and researcher biologist in Campinas, and thank you so much for all of your support. Latin America is well represented in our foundation, although we need more, by Dr. Jefferson Becker in Brazil, and Dr. Jose Flores in Mexico. And though he's not in Brazil anymore, Dr. Marcelo Matiello, who's based in Boston, is through and through a Brazilian. So he represents both Brazil and Massachusetts. We remain dedicated to the Portuguese and Spanish-speaking patient community by way of patient education. We have produced about 10 Portuguese and Spanish webinars featuring KOLs from all over Latin America. And our website is fully available in Portuguese and Spanish. And last but certainly not least, we have active partnerships with patient advocacy organizations like NMO Brazil. This is Danny. If you don't know her, raise your hand. Danny Americano is the founder and executive director of NMO Brazil. They're doing fantastic work here in Brazil for NMOSD advocacy. She was one of my first NMO friends online many years ago, as well as EBNMO, also based in Brazil, and Caminemos in Mexico. This is really just scratching the surface. Although we've done a lot, there's still a lot more work that needs to be done. Rare neuroimmune conditions such as NMOSD and MOGAD, as you all very well know, remain very difficult to diagnose and treat. Access to knowledgeable specialists, as well as appropriate and accurate diagnostics and proven treatments, remains almost impossible for most of the world. To continue addressing these gaps and serving the Latin American patients, caregivers, and clinicians and researchers, we need more support and we need more community involvement. I am confident and hopeful that together we can achieve great things. I would also like to take this moment to acknowledge the late and great Professor Giancarlo Comi. He reached out to me shortly after BCTRIMS last year to invite TSF to this meeting. He was so excited to work with us and was looking very much forward to this event that we're all at tonight. I want to thank him and the entire European Charcot Foundation for giving us the opportunity to be here tonight. He is, of course, missed dearly. I want to leave you all with a few words in the light of darkness and dangerous rhetoric targeting folks like many of us in this room. I've always believed that diversity is what gives this world its beauty. Equity is a fundamental principle of humanity, and inclusion, in my opinion, every person in this world deserves a chance. Without any doubt, TSF is unwavering in its commitment to diversity, equity, and inclusion. These challenges fundamentally contribute to health inequities globally, and we remain committed to addressing them. I'm very proud to be a child of immigrants and a young woman of color. For as long as I'm alive, I will continue to use my voice and my platform for the underserved, the minorities, those who cannot speak up for themselves, and of course the underdogs. So to my Latin American colleagues, new friends, collaborators, we have and always will support you and do whatever we can to amplify your research, advocacy, and contributions to rare neuroimmune conditions. Also my boss, AKA my niece, Maya Moon, she's turning 10 months tomorrow, is half Colombian, which only deepens my commitment to the region further. On that note, muito obrigada, muchas gracias, and thank you so much.